you ever wondered if there's any place on Earth where life doesn't exist? From the icy peaks of the Himalayas to the scorching deserts of Rajasthan, living organisms can be found everywhere. Even in the most unexpected places like the inside of a cupboard or the opening of a volcano, life finds a way. Paheli and Bucho's adventures across India showed them a stunning variety of plants and animals, each uniquely suited to their environment. This journey sparks a fascinating question: what makes life so adaptable, and how do organisms survive in such different habitats? Let's begin our exploration into the world of living organisms and their habitats. Every region Paheli and Bucho visited had its own unique set of living creatures. Camels roamed the deserts, goats and yaks thrived in the mountains, and crabs scuttled along the sea beaches. Even ants seemed to be everywhere. The plants too were different in each place: cactus in the desert, oaks and pines in the mountains, and casuarina trees by the sea. This diversity raises an important point. The surroundings or habitats play a big role in determining which organisms can live there. But what exactly is a habitat, and how does it shape the lives of its inhabitants? Habitat is more than just a place to live. It provides food, water, air, shelter, and everything an organism needs to survive. Different habitats like forests, deserts, mountains, and seas offer different conditions. Some are hot and dry, others cold and windy, and some are humid and salty. The variety of life in each habitat is shaped by these conditions. For example, the desert's harsh climate supports camels and cacti, while the sea is home to fish and crabs. Let's look closer at how organisms are matched to their habitats. Deserts and seas are two habitats that couldn't be more different. In the desert, water is scarce and temperatures swing from hot during the day to cold at night. Plants and animals here must conserve water and withstand extreme heat. In contrast, the sea is filled with salty water, and its inhabitants use oxygen dissolved in water. The organisms in these two places are very different, each adapted to survive in their unique environment. For example, camels have special features to survive in deserts, while fish are perfectly suited for life in water. Adaptation is the presence of specific features or habits that enable an organism to live naturally in a particular place. For example, camels have long legs to keep their bodies away from the hot sand, and they lose very little water. Fish have streamlined bodies and gills to help them move and breathe in water. Adaptations are not just about survival, they are about thriving in a specific environment. Over thousands of years, organisms develop these features to fit their habitats perfectly. Habitats can be broadly grouped into two types: terrestrial on land and aquatic in water. Terrestrial habitats include forests, grasslands, deserts, and mountains. Aquatic habitats include lakes, rivers, and oceans. Each type of habitat supports a unique community of plants and animals, all adapted to the conditions found there. For example, forests are home to a wide range of trees and animals, while oceans teem with fish, whales, and other sea creatures. Every habitat is made up of two types of components: biotic and abiotic. Biotic components are the living things, plants, animals, and microorganisms. Abiotic components are the non-living things: rocks, soil, air, water, sunlight, and temperature. Both types are essential for life. For example, plants need sunlight, water, and soil to grow, while animals depend on plants and other animals for food. The balance between biotic and abiotic factors shapes the diversity of life in each habitat. Sometimes organisms need to adjust quickly to changes in their surroundings. This is called acclimatization. For example, when people travel from the plains to high mountains, they may find it hard to breathe at first, but after a few days their bodies adjust to the new conditions. Acclimatization is different from adaptation, which happens over thousands of years. It's a short-term response that helps organisms cope with sudden changes in their environment. Desert animals have fascinating ways to survive the harsh climate. Camels, for instance, have long legs to keep their bodies away from the hot sand, and they can go days without water. Other desert animals, like rats and snakes, avoid the heat by staying in burrows during the day and coming out at night when it's cooler. These adaptations help them conserve water and avoid the extreme daytime temperatures. Plants in the desert face the challenge of conserving water. Many, like cacti, have leaves reduced to spines to minimize water loss. Their stems are thick and waxy, storing water for dry periods. Deep roots help them reach water far below the surface. These features allow desert plants to survive in an environment where water is scarce and temperatures are extreme. Mountain regions are cold and often windy, with snowfall in winter. The trees here, like pines and deodars, are cone-shaped with sloping branches and needle-like leaves. This shape helps snow slide off easily, preventing damage. Animals such as yaks, snow leopards, and mountain goats have thick fur or skin to keep warm. Each has unique adaptations for surviving the cold and navigating rocky slopes. Grasslands are open areas with few trees, making it hard for animals to hide. Lions, the top predators, have light brown fur to blend in with dry grass and eyes in front of their faces for accurate hunting. Deer, on the other hand, have eyes on the sides of their heads to spot danger from all directions and long ears to hear predators. Their speed helps them escape from threats. Each feature is crucial for survival in this challenging habitat. Oceans are vast aquatic habitats filled with a variety of life. Most sea animals, like fish, have streamlined bodies to move easily through water. Some, like squids and octopuses, can change their shape to become streamlined when swimming. Fish use gills to breathe, while dolphins and whales have blowholes to breathe air at the surface. Each adaptation helps these creatures survive in the unique conditions of the ocean. Plants in ponds, lakes, and rivers have special adaptations too. Some float on the water surface with leaves and flowers exposed to sunlight. Their stems are long, hollow, and light, helping them stay afloat. Others are completely submerged with ribbon-like leaves that bend in flowing water. These features allow aquatic plants to thrive in their watery habitats, where roots mainly serve to anchor them rather than absorb nutrients. Frogs are fascinating creatures that can live both in water and on land. Their strong back legs help them leap and catch prey, while their webbed feet make them excellent swimmers. Frogs lay eggs in water and their young tadpoles are fully aquatic before transforming into adults. This dual lifestyle is a great example of adaptation to both aquatic and terrestrial habitats. It's easy to tell that a dog or a tree is alive, but what about a chair or a cloud? Living things share certain characteristics. They need food, grow, breathe, respond to stimuli, reproduce, excrete waste, and move. Non-living things might show some of these features like movement or growth, but not all at once. For example, a car moves, but it doesn't grow or reproduce. Understanding these differences helps us identify what is truly alive. All living things need food. Food provides the energy required for growth and other life processes. Plants make their own food through photosynthesis, while animals depend on plants or other animals. Without food, organisms wouldn't have the energy to grow, move, or reproduce. This is a fundamental characteristic that sets living things apart from non-living things. Growth is another key feature of living things. Humans grow from babies to adults, animals grow from young to mature, and plants grow from seeds to full-sized plants. Non-living things like clouds or rivers might appear to grow, but this is not true growth as seen in living organisms. Growth in living things is a result of internal processes fueled by food and energy. All living things respire. Respiration is the process of taking in oxygen and releasing carbon dioxide to obtain energy from food. Animals breathe through lungs, gills, or even skin depending on their type. Plants also respire, mainly through tiny pores in their leaves. Respiration is essential for survival as it provides the energy needed for all other life processes. Living things respond to changes in their surroundings called stimuli. For example, you might jump if you step on a thorn or feel hungry when you see your favorite food. Animals react to light, sound, and danger, while plants may bend towards sunlight or close their leaves when touched. This ability to respond helps organisms survive and adapt to their environment. Reproduction is the process by which living things produce more of their own kind. Animals may lay eggs or give birth to young ones, while plants often reproduce through seeds. Some plants can even grow from cuttings or other parts. Reproduction ensures the survival of a species over generations, even though individual organisms eventually die. All living things produce waste as a result of life processes. Excretion is the process of getting rid of these wastes. Animals excrete through urine, sweat, or dung, while plants may store wastes in certain parts or release them as secretions. Removing waste is essential for health and survival, as buildup of waste can be harmful. Movement is another characteristic of living things. Animals move from place to place in search of food, shelter, or mates. Plants don't move from one place to another, but parts of them do move, like leaves turning towards sunlight or flowers opening and closing. Even substances inside plants move, such as water and nutrients. Non-living things can move too, but their movement is usually caused by external forces, not by life processes. Seeds can remain inactive for months, showing no signs of life, but when planted in the right conditions, they grow into new plants. This shows that living things may not always display all characteristics at once. Life can be hidden, waiting for the right moment to emerge. This makes defining life both fascinating and complex. Despite the incredible variety of living things, they all share some common features. They need food, respire, excrete, respond to stimuli, reproduce, grow, move, and eventually die. Non-living things might show some of these features, but not all at once. Understanding these characteristics helps us appreciate the diversity and beauty of life on Earth. Curious to learn more? Try making a habitat album by collecting pictures of plants and animals from different habitats. Visit a local zoo to see how animals from various habitats are cared for, or read about life outside Earth and discuss what could be considered living elsewhere. Exploring these ideas will deepen your understanding of life's diversity. Let's quickly recap some important terms. Habitat is the place where an organism lives. Adaptation refers to the features that help an organism survive in its habitat. Terrestrial habitats are on land, while aquatic habitats are in water. Biotic components are living things, and abiotic components are non-living things like soil, water, and air. These concepts are the foundation for understanding life's diversity. In grasslands, there are few trees or places for animals to hide. This makes speed crucial for survival. Predators like lions rely on speed to catch prey, while animals like deer depend on their agility and quickness to escape danger. The open landscape means that only the fastest and most alert animals can survive and thrive. But what is life? It's not always easy to define, as some living things may not show all characteristics at once. For example, seeds can be dormant for months, and some non-living things can mimic certain features of life. But by looking at the big picture, we see that life is about growth, adaptation, and the ability to respond to the world. Life is indeed beautiful and endlessly fascinating. Our journey through the world of living organisms and their habitats reveals the incredible adaptability and diversity of life. From deserts to oceans, from mountains to grasslands, every habitat is home to unique plants and animals, each perfectly suited to its environment. By understanding the characteristics of living things and the importance of adaptation, we gain a deeper appreciation for the beauty and complexity of life on Earth.